One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. And the Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes offense as they take control of the football first. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up big.
And Michigan had no answer, and now does Michigan have an answer this year? Because it's another talented Buckeye team. Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be talented. Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan has to play their brand of football if they want to change the outcome.
Pulls and fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
180. Let it go.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes a catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Sayin. Dumps it to the back. Got a man, it's Jackson.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
They'll try the counter. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Here's Sayin to throw. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's the guy we believe is going to be a workhorse in this one. What a magnificent performance in their win last time out. More than 400 yards on the ground. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the left side. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are free.
Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll run this play from the pistol. Gets the back moving. Hands it off. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
He'll try the left side. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Throw it, say it, makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw it, say it, under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
They booted away on 4th down. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. It's a draw. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not,
maybe some room here. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Wolverines!
man, this This guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sayin. Complete on the left to Smith. Oh, what a move to get open. Caught, and he's got room. Inside the touchdown Buckeyes. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. But that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll do it himself on the draw. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Crosses the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give out of the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run it to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw it last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than this late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries, too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Underwood with the catch. It's Buchanan. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Motion from the wideout. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Say it. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Complete to the right.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Jackson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Plucks it out of the air. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play fake. Say it. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Whole lot easier after that penalty. It's 3rd and 2. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. 4th down, Sayin. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. They need to put more plays together like that right there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st down here for the offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup for 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Calls his own number. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Fires to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Touchdown! Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies, and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability, he can break tackles, he can just do it all.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Marsh. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Down right at the line of scrimmage. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Sayin to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? Running through contact. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 22 team, the Texas Longhorns.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. He is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Rolling, Underwood. The screen, he can go. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredible...
Might have a chance.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Making side adjustments here. Here's Underwood. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. A little screen to the running back. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
This is an offense that takes a lot of pride in their third down execution. They've done an outstanding job of that here in this drive. They've got the lead. We're in the third quarter. And they're thinking to themselves, we can ice this thing if we can score another touchdown. We can put so much pressure on the opponent if we keep converting these third downs. Really good job there by the QB in this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to...
Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And the missed connection on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Offense gets set for second down. They'll go play action with Sayet. Makes the grab down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Sayet. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback. On the quarterback and going and getting that big play.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The lone back's got it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Running to the left. Could be an alley. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the end of the house. Touchdown Wolverines. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the move, it's Jackson. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if he's going to run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, the guys on the sideline are really talking about what's at stake right now. We know these 2 top 15 teams have an opportunity to get to the college football playoff late in the season. But right now is their opportunity to make some noise. Everybody's amped up, a lot of excitement and momentum. We'll see if they're able to finish out this game strong. I'll keep you posted on how they're doing down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. QB draw. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Here's Underwood to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Underwood. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run to the right. There's a crease. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and end it off again here.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Keeps it on the draw. That was a huge third down stop, but now the field goal can make it a two-possession game. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. They'll run for it. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Right on the money. He's running free down the middle. Pass the tag, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the two late. Saying, oh, they're after him. Flips it out on the screen. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion to hold on to their lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. Bangs it through for an extra point. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Say it. Zings it complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Saying from the gun on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rushes on him. Bulldozes his way through. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Again, it's Sayin. He's got the tight end. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an
looking for the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he has been someone they can lean on and count on every possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The give and tick, 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 tick. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. They want to run it left here. Finding some room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Now they'll run it to the right here. He's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Big Blue with the response.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Here's Julian saying to throw. A little release to the back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 35. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the 1st down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Firing toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Here's Sayin to throw. Unleashes one deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.